Good morning, students. It's Mrs. Fernandi, ready for another week of spelling and word work. I have created a PowerPoint for this week to share with you. Let's see what we're doing this week, shall we? So we're going to work with syllables oi and oi, spelled O-I and O-I, and syllables with aw. Aw, like what a cute cat. Aw, what a lovely puppy. Spelled A-U, A-W, and just A. So the sound oi is spelled O-I or O-Y. The sound oi at the end of a word is usually spelled O-Y. So like in destroy or employ. When you hear that oi sound at the end of a word, the very last thing you hear, it's most likely going to be O-Y. The sound, on the other hand, the sound oi is spelled oi or oi. At the middle of the word, it's usually spelled O-I. Choice, soil. So you can see that we're going to use that OI in the middle, OI at the end, sort of like we learned before with the AU and AW. Here it is. The sound ah is often spelled AU or AW, as in audience, awful, haul, or crawl, like this baby's doing. Ah sound there. The ah sound is also spelled just with an A, like in this word halt, alt. It's often with an L after it, but so there's other ones that are spelled with AW or AU, so it's not a hard and fast rule. But words like halt, almost, although, and altogether. That all that we put the beginning of a word like that. Okay, we are going to stop there. That's for the next time. All right, let's look also at our, if you have your list for this week, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, you can just follow along. So we're going to start with the word soil. We have the oi, O-I in the middle of the word. Destroy, O-O-Y, because it's the sound oi at the end of a word. Fault, aw, A-U in the middle of a word there, and A-W, law, at the end of the word there. Already, there's that A-L that we know when we hear that all at the beginning, it's typically going to be A-L. There is a difference between these two words we're going to talk about briefly. Already means in the past, that already happened. It's an adverb and it's talking about time and something that's already passed. If you have the word separate, the word all and the word ready separate from each other, it means dinner is all ready, come and eat. So something is complete and ready to go. I am all ready to walk out the door. So that, in that case, we have all and then ready as two separate words. So they're pretty similar, but already indicates it's done and past. Okay, here we have the word although, A-L, and though, remembering that that's that strange spelling of O-O-U-G-H. Family, we have the E, long E sound spelled with a Y at the end of the word. Result, ul, that's more like ul instead of all. Lakes, now the lakes waves were bigger than expected, right? One lake, possessive, so it's a singular lake, possessive, there's our apostrophe, and there's our S. And we might want to say the lakes, you know, there's not often waves in a lake. So the lake's waves were surprising because we don't usually see lakes with waves in them. And remember again that when we see a possessive, we can tell because there is a noun after it. So it has to have something after that it is possessing. Okay, here's the word power, ow. We are going to use OW here because it is the end of a syllable, power, using the ER at the end of the word. Factories, here's where we've changed our I to a Y, our Y to an I, and added ES. Factory becomes factories. Little, the ul sound at the end is that L-E-T-L-E, till, little. Machine, this is a fun one to spell. We just have to learn it. Machine, the CH says the sh sound. And the I-N-E, which we might think is going to say ein, says een instead. Taught, aw, A-U-G-H, aw. And then some review words for this week. Several, here's our ul sound in A-L. The R can't take the L-E. Travel, same with the V. Remember V, we don't want to put L-E after V, it can't happen. So we're going to switch the L and the E and make it E-L. Example, here's one of our really most common ways. So in this case, we have pull, P-L-E. Then we have general, remembering again, the R can't have the L-E after it. So we're going to choose a different ul ending. Table, there's our bull, that's the most common ending, B-L-E. Libraries, remember both R's in library had a Y there. We changed the Y to an I to add ES. Around, we have the ow, O-U sound. Ow, spelled O-U in the middle of a word, not at the end of a syllable, and not at the end of a word. Single, there's our G-L-E, gull. It sounds like a seagull, which would be spelled G-U-L-L, but in this case, it's an ending G-L-E. And here are multiple stones, that's our plural word. And then we see our apostrophe here, that means the stone's something. In this case, maybe the stone's weight was too much for me to bear. So possessive there. And receive, I before E, except after C. So we have C-E-I-V. And then we have this E here because we cannot end an English word with the letter V, right? Okay, go ahead, if you haven't already, pull out your notebook, your spelling notebook, so you can write along with me in our guided spelling. The first word I'd like you to write is soil. The soil was perfect for growing vegetables. We've got that oi sound in the middle, soil. Destroy, a big fire can destroy many homes. Destroy, we've got the DE for our first syllable, and then stroy, S-T-R, and the oi sound at the end of a word, typically O-Y. The next word is fault. It was her fault that the dog got out of the yard. Aw, fault. That's the A-U there, aw sound. The next word is law. The law requires you to wear your seatbelt. Law, oops, law with an A-W. Already, this is, she has already graduated from high school. The all at the beginning is A-L-R-E-A-D-Y. Nice. The next word is, already. The dinner was all ready, so we sat down to eat. That means that everything is ready. So all of it is ready. And that's how we can kind of think about that. Are we ready to go? Is everything together all ready to go? So that's two words, already. And the next word is although. All, there's that. And then T-H-O-U-G-H, that magical silent G-H that we so love, right? Although. The last word is family. We will have a family reunion at the park. Fam, I, and then Lee, L-E. Y, that's that E sound is made with a Y at the end of a multisyllabic word. And that is it for today. Pretty quick today. Okay, I hope that if you need to watch it again, you will. And if not, I will see you next time. Stay safe and be